congratulations, you've opened up the Winter Gardens here. Is there a bit of extra pressure opening the show?
Yeah, to be fair, when the schedule came out I wasn't thrilled about it, to be honest. I'd much rather the tournament get going and and then play a little bit later on, but it's only a problem if you lose, I suppose.
Looking at the game itself, do you feel your experience was the key in that one? Mike obviously making his debut, you're a seasoned veteran of this now.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like I said in previous interviews, I sort of approach it as managing it in sessions, whereas I think Mike was looking at it as if to try to get 10 legs before I do, and it's not as simple as that. I know it might look on the face of it, but it's not like that. He won the ball, and I was saying in my head, win the first session, whether it be 3-2, 4-1, whatever it be, and that's what I did, and I thought I'd push on from there.
First round hasn't been a hurdle for you at the Betfred World Matchplay. Potential meeting with Gerwyn Price in round 2. How do you put that right, and how do you put your record right in round 2?
Yeah, well, it is a potential meeting, but he's got to get past Stephen Bunting first, and we've seen some crazy results here. It sort of it throws up some crazy and magic results. So it is what it is. If I play Gerwyn, then so be it. If I play Stephen, then so be it. It's a case of there's that many good players in my opinion. Anyone sort of in the last 16 is capable of winning it, and that's what I'm trying to do.
When last time we spoke to you, you said you took June off and it did you the world of good, and since then we've seen you bounce back on the Euro Tour with good performances on the Pro Tour as well. Do you feel you're in a great shape here for the rest of the week?
Yeah, well, probably not great shape physically, but yeah. Apart from that, I feel I've been playing the game long enough now. I felt that having June off would benefit me more than practicing the whole of June, and I think it's shown a little bit. I think my form has been at times sort of amazing, but then I think I've sort of corrected the bad games, and I've sort of the bad games are now not an 85, they're maybe a 91, and that's enough sometimes. The Pro Tour and the PDC in general is cutthroat, so you need to have that second gear rather than you can't. No one can always be in top gear.
Joe, congratulations.
Nice one, cheers, Phil.
Joe, 100 average for you there. In the second session, you're averaging 110. How pleasing is it to see that top game is very much there on the big stage? Yeah,
it was. I just, like I say, I thought that I just kept Mike at arm's length the whole way through it, and that was what I set out to do before. I think when people are making the debut like Mike was, they don't really have. It sounds daft, but really have to have a game plan. They just go out and think, I'll get to 10 before he does, and it's with the breaks and things like that, and it's not as simple as that. And I thought that showed sort of the experience that I have over him tonight.
What's the feeling like for you coming back to Blackpool?
Blackpool's amazing. It's a little bit cooler this year as well. This is the first time in a few years that it's been a little bit milder outside, because I think it's notorious for being absolutely boiling here. So it was a little bit easier this year, but I'll be ready to go Tuesday regardless of the weather.
You've spoken in recent interviews about a bit of a hangover from missing the Premier League. Do you feel that's gone now and you're ready to kick on again?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, like I say, I was sulked a little bit, and that's what it is. I don't really want to talk about the Premier League, to be honest.
Cheers, Joe.
Nice one.
Joe, you mentioned the weather there. Is that a real factor here in Blackpool? And do you think this time, because it's cooler, that'll help your performance?
No, not necessarily just me. I think some of the bigger guys have sort of struggled in the past, but even if it's -2 outside, it's always 40 degrees in here. It's just one of those venues, and I think that's why we all love it. We've all come to love it.
Where do you think your game's at the moment? Because the performance we saw up there has been sort of there occasionally, but not all the time in the last, say, 4 to 6 months. Where do you think your game's at?
No, to be honest, I disagree. I think if you look at the stats, I think my game's been where it has been tonight. Probably this last 4 months. I've had a couple of horrible games, but that happens to us all. And I think, as I've said in previous interviews, statistically, I think my game's in a better place than it was last year, but I'm just not winning as much as I did last year. So that's what it's all about. No one's judged on averages; you're all judged on what we win, and I want to win this just as much as the other players.
Yeah. Your performance as well. I do think you're closing the gap to the big names, the likes of the Gerwyn Prices of the world, the likes of Michael Smith. Do you think you're closing the gap to those guys?
Yeah, maybe, but I think every TV tournament, you can feel amazing coming up to it, and then when you turn up on the day, you might feel terrible. It's really, really strange. It's hard to explain if you're not sort of a player. It's really hard to explain, and I think if you can put a good week together, no matter if you're qualifier at the number 52 in the world or number 1 in the world, you can put a good week together. Everybody's dangerous.
Cheers, Jack.
Nice, thank you.
As mentioned, 100 average, 143 and a 126 checkout. Pretty nice there. Any special preparation for this event? I mean, just continue to do the things that you normally do?
Yeah, maybe if you count going on holiday and having sort of June off as special preparation, maybe that was special. But apart from that, no, it's just I know what to expect here. I think this is my 8th straight time here and 9th in total, so I know exactly what to expect here, and I thought that's what got me over the line tonight.
Yeah, it can't be all business. You got to have your vacation here and there and get away, huh?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Vacation, I mean holiday, yeah?
Yeah.
I know it is. Yeah. But it's been a busy year, regardless of sort of being in or out of the Premier League. It's a busy year and it's a busy schedule, so any sort of time off and downtime with the family is always needed.
Any preparation for the next round? You've got Gurren Price or Stephen Bunting?
Yeah, well, I'd normally stay. But I'm going to go home tomorrow morning because I'm not playing till Tuesday, so I'm going to go home and sort of spend some time with the family and then travel back over Monday. So that's something that I've never done before. I always stay for the week, but with me obviously opening the tournament and having a little bit of a layover in between games, I think it'll benefit me more if I go home.
Awesome. Well, thank you for your time.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Hi Joe, can I just ask one quick question about Mike? Obviously he's making his debut this year. What did you make of his performance? And obviously it's a lot of pressure, you've all been there on the tour making your debut at a big tournament like this, and he doesn't have a lot of TV experience. What did you make of his performance up there? Now he did manage to climb himself back.
Yeah, to be fair, he didn't do anything that I didn't expect, to be honest. I expected him to be a bit nervous to start, and I thought that's where I could maybe jump on him and capitalise a little bit. And that's how the game played out, and I thought that once he relaxed a little bit, he'd play his natural game, and that's what he did. But it was all about getting that big cushion for when he did sort of relax and play his natural game, and I thought that's what won me the game.
Thank you.
Nice one, thank you.